Before the feast of Passover, knowing his hour had come, leaving this world and going to where he came from, Judas betraying the Lord, the process being complete, pouring water into a basin, Jesus washes the disciples' feet. Jesus knew the Father had given him everything. He had come from God and now was going back to be the King. He rose from supper, laid all his garments aside, preparing himself for the coming of his bride. Girding himself with a towel, he began to wash their feet, coming now to Peter, wanting him to be complete. Peter responds to Jesus by trying to dismiss. You won't understand this now, but you will know after this. Peter said to Jesus, "You'll never wash my feet. If I don't wash your feet, you'll have no part with me." Peter said to him, "Wash my feet, my head, my hands. You only need your feet washed, being completely cleansed." When he washed their feet and then sat down again, he said, "Do you know what I've done, my brothers? You call me teacher and Lord, for so I am. If I have washed your feet, you ought to wash each other's. I've given you example that you should do what I have done. A servant is not greater than his master, nor is he who is sent greater than he who sent him. Perform this as the duty of a pastor." I don't speak to all of you. I know whom I've elected. Someone here who eats my bread, this one is not selected. I tell you this before it comes, so you'll believe that I am he, having faith in the one who has ability to foresee. Jesus said these things. He was troubled in his spirit, saying, "Verily, verily, one of you will betray me." They looked at one another, perplexed, of whom he spoke, knowing in their hearts this was not some kind of joke. Now there was leaning on Jesus' bosom one of his disciples. Peter motioned to him to ask of whom he had spoken. Leaning back on Jesus' breast, he said to him, "Who is it?" "It is the one I give the bread." Jesus, being heartbroken, having dipped the bread, he gave it to Judas, son of Simon. Now after the piece of bread, Satan entered into him. Jesus said, "Whatever you do, just do it quickly." But no one at the table knew what happened specifically. Some thought that because Judas had the money box, that Jesus said, "Buy those things we need for the feast." Or perhaps, "Why don't you give something to the needy?" He received a piece of bread, and immediately it was evening. Listen, little children, I'll be with you a bit longer. Where I am going, you cannot come. On this, why don't you ponder? A new commandment I give to you, my precious brother. As I have loved you, you should love one another. Peter said to him, "Lord, where will you be?" "Where I'm going, you cannot follow me." Peter said, "Lord, I'll lay my life down for you in sacrifice." Peter, the rooster shall not crow till you've denied me thrice.